This is hardcore heavy metal screaming. It's intense and emotional. In fact, when you first hear it, it's a little scary.
Big! Put it up! Big!
But not for Melissa Cross. She loves a good scream. She actually teaches singers how to do it the right way.
Excellent. My favorite scream is the scream that has a high overtone and a low overtone with it. So it's not scratchy and on one spectrum, but it has like highs and lows in it. So it's not like and not, but it's like it has like the entire like spectrum in it.
She's a self-described scream technician. It's an important job because it helps prevent singers, even extreme ones, from ruining their voice.
I can actually listen to somebody scream and tell, just by listening to it, whether they're doing it correctly or not.
We're no Pavarotti.
We're no Pavarotti.
Melissa is a classically trained voice instructor. She's just got a peculiar niche.
Send it.
She trains the most extreme singers of the metal, punk and hardcore music scene.
I've developed a niche recently that involves using a different part of the vocal cord that actually screams and mixes it in with the singing.
Her technique involves making these performers do exercises like this. And this.
I wasn't like ashamed to try it out. I wasn't like too cool to try it. I just never, it was just never part of our thing, It was just...
No, you went, right? Go.
For hardcore singers like Bob Meadows, screaming is a way of life. But it puts extreme demands on the vocal cords and injuries are common. That's where Melissa comes in.
Oh, yes. Because they can't talk. They can't even order dinner. They can't say a word. And they can't finish the tour. So it's basically like an emergency situation that brings the client to me.
That's when Melissa combines a little TLC with a lesson in screamology.
What I teach is a body awareness that can be conjured in a spontaneous moment on stage in a recording studio, that you don't have to think about doing what you need to do.
Today's lesson includes a journey inside Melissa's throat, where you see the true chord or vocal cords that we use to speak, and the false chords that Melissa uses to teach screaming.
Hello, I am your vocal cords. When I don't have support, I get overworked and puffy. And I have a hard time doing my job because I work too hard to do what the air pressure and the lungs are supposed to do, and they do it much more efficiently.
Like this.
Melissa teaches her students how to use their vocal cords in combination with their false chords.
The false chords, they're actually located higher up, and they just make white noise.
If it's done correctly, it improves their scream, but you can't do it all the time.
If you engage the true chords at the same time that you engage the false chords, and you do it too much, that is how the damage occurs. When the vocal cords are slamming together night after night after night, they become chronically swollen, and then they don't fit together anymore because they're too puffy.
To keep her students growling like grizzly bears, Melissa uses a series of vocal exercises and buzzwords to help them remember the technique.
That short breath that you take when you forget something, like, by the way, but it's not a gasp.
Yeah, it's just...
And where by the ways go, right, is in rotunda, or the expansion of the rib cage. So you're going to take a by the way in rotunda and go, okay, now that's the way it feels when you scream, hopefully, although it's so natural that you're not even aware of it.
Yeah.
But if you are slamming your throat and you're getting hurt and you're losing your voice, that coordination is not going on.
The exercises are a little unconventional for these performers, but they're willing participants.
You're not going to pick up a microphone and you're not going to sound like a beast. You're going to sound like a kitten until you get to that, like, just the amount of practice, the amount of time, and the amount of energy that you have to put into it. And then you turn into the monster that you want to be on stage.
In fact, these students are so devoted to Melissa and her techniques, they'll do the exercises anywhere. Backstage at tonight's concert, Melissa is psyched. The intense emotion of performing on stage is exactly the situation that can undo her hard work and cause injuries.
Louder.
So she puts the singers through the vocal exercises before they take the stage. It's showtime. And this is music to Melissa's ears.